welcome to TechnoGeek SFDC. And as we all are aware that Spring 24 release notes has come, and in today's video we are going to explore some of the features related to dynamic forms and lightning record pages. Okay, so as we all know that Salesforce is investing a lot on the dynamic forms to make your UI very much intuitive and very much impressive. So let's get started and we will see what all features has been provided in the Spring 24 release for dynamic forms and lightning record page. Okay, so so first feature which has been provided is that is now, so earlier basically you, if we have to show any kind of parent object data, for example in case of account and contact, let's say if you have to show any field on account on the contact layout, then in that case we used to create a formula field and we used to drag and drop that formula fields here, right? But now going forward, Salesforce has given a release update as part of dynamic forms where you can now bring the related object field into the layout directly without even creating the formula fields. Okay, so how we will do that? So basically, to do that, first what we have to do, we will go on the details, and as soon as you go on the details, if you don't have the dynamic forms enabled currently, it will give you a message something like this here. You can just click on upgrade now, and next you can select which layout it should resemble to, and then finish. So now your layout has been changed to dynamic forms. Okay, the detail page has been now changed to dynamic forms. Now if you see here on the fields, okay, if I go on the fields, so in case of account and contact, okay, here you can see that in front of account name I am seeing this arrow. Okay, so let's say if I have to select or let's say if I have to, just a second, okay, yeah, so if I click on it, okay, so you can see again I can create one more section related to account, or let's say if any other account field if I have to add on the contact layout, I can just drag and drop here. Okay, so something like, let's say if I want to add billing address, I can add a billing address, or if I have to add something like active, I can add active. And if you see the API name, it shows something like account.active. Okay, and on the top if you see I have contact followed by account. Okay, so this is how the relationship has been shown on the top in the format of a breadcrumb. Okay, similarly if you want to go further drill down, you can just click on the arrow again. Okay, so yeah, it's a basically a dunce number, so that's why it is not showing. But yeah, so similarly, let's say if you have another, or let's say if I click on account here, see, so it can again go or go down, go one more level down here, and then, so since it was account only, so you are seeing account field here, but if it is some other object, you can add that object field as well here. So now, in as part of dynamic forms, you will be able to now show the related record, or you can say the parent records information without even creating a formula fields. So that's a one of the very important feature of the dynamic forms which is coming as part of GA as in the Spring 24 release. Okay, now, so this we have seen till now. Okay, let me just quickly save and we will see how it looks like. Okay, I'll activate this one and I'll keep it as org default. Okay, same I'll keep for desktop and phone. Okay, now if I come back here and if I go on the details, okay, so now you can see the billing address and active. So these are the fields from account which I have directly drag and drop on the contact layout. Okay, so this is one of the very important feature and very impressive feature I would say which Salesforce has released. Okay, now next feature we will see. So the next feature which Salesforce has introduced is uh, controlling the visibility. Okay, so now as part of the new release, what Salesforce has provided is if you want to show certain field only on the desktop version and not on the mobile version. So device related filtering has been introduced by Salesforce. Okay, so let's say I have account.billing address and here form factor I am selecting as desktop or phone. I can select anyone. If I have to just show on desktop, I can just keep it on desktop, or if I have to just show on phone, I can select the phone so that this field will be available only on the desktop, only on the phone. So let's say if I select desktop here and click on done, okay, I can click on save. So this is one of the feature which has been provided. Yeah, so I just made a small change. So the field I have just changed the form factor as it should be only visible on the phone. Okay, so I'll just quickly show you that. So on the detail side, under this, I have put a form factor as equals phone. This means this field will be only visible on the phone and it will not be visible on the desktop. Now, if I go back and on details you can see that the field has been hidden. So this is also one of the very required feature which was missing from a long time, that if based on the devices how we can manage the visibility of the fields. So that has been provided by the Salesforce. Now another feature, or you can say um, another feature which has been added is related to this related list. Okay, so single related list. Okay, dynamic related list single. So let's say if I'm keeping a dynamic related list here, okay, and if I give the name as let's say cases, okay. Now, if I have now going forward, let's say if you want to use a translation workbench on the related list label, okay, so translation workbench you can use by using the custom labels, okay. So that's where Salesforce has introduced that you can use a label on the related list. Let me just duplicate this. Yeah, so I have one custom label in my org, so I'll be using this custom label, and now I can just use dollar label dot, sorry, and I have dollar label dot this. Okay, so you can see the label has been updated from the custom label. Okay, so this is one of the feature, and since your custom labels are supported with the translation workbench, so if you have to show these labels in a different languages, then you can use this custom label as part of the translation workbench, and you can show the heading of the single related list in that particular language. So this is also one of the interesting feature which has been provided by Salesforce as part of Spring 24 release. Okay, so I hope you liked these features which I have just mentioned you, and I'll also try to explore more features, and whatever features I'll get to know, I'll definitely share with you. So with this, we will wrap up today's video, and please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more and more interesting videos like this. Okay, so with this, thanks for your time. Bye bye.